And my guide said to me, he'll rise no more, until the blast of the angelic trumpet, upon the coming of the hostile judge. Each one shall see his sorry tomb again, and once again take on his flesh and form, and hear what shall resound eternally. The first canto I read was Canto V, The Circle of the Lustful. After Minos the demon, who judges the souls of the damned, has decided for the souls to go here. They are forced to endure the berating winds of a hurricane. From among the crowd of lustful souls, Dante chooses two kindred souls, Francesca and Paolo, who seem less affected by the wind. Eager for rest, the souls are more than willing to explain their whole story. Francesca tells the tale of how the two fell in love even though Francesca was married to Paolo's brother, Cana. Cana then took the life of his wife and brother for their adultery. Dante passes out at the conclusion of this story. I was very interested by how the name of the judge for hell is Minos, king of Crete. Upon further research, I found that there was two King Minoses. They both ruled Crete, with the elder being the grandfather to the younger Minos. The older Minos was a fair and just ruler, who was very wise, and therefore upon death was made one of the judges of the underworld. The other Minos, who is most likely not the judge, is much more surrounded in war. He is the owner of the labyrinth, and he fed the youths from Athens to the Minotaur, who was held there. I was very surprised to see the Cerberus and this Minos in Christian hell. This, I believe, is probably an example of medieval synthesis. All Greeks and Romans grew up knowing that Cerberus is the guardian of the afterlife, or Hades in their mythology. This means that the Christians, missionaries, might have adopted Cerberus and Minos to better relate hell to the Greek and Roman converts. This line from a paper written by Professor Patrick Hunt argues that it was Dante himself who altered the truth to better his writing. While altering aspects of antiquity in his own long view of eternity, he fictionalizes myth truths that many times were the complicated garb of falsehood, or reimagined truths. This is especially fitting in his use of classical monsters like Gyron, Cerberus, Medusa, and others, where he transforms them into allegories of both spiritual and political significance. My second canto, Canto VI, takes place in the third circle of hell, which is home to the gluttonous. The souls of those who were gluttonous in life now lie down, getting tormented by a raging storm, and the three-headed dog, Cerberus. When Vigil distracts Cerberus by throwing a handful of dirt into his mouth, those souls are left unguarded. So Dante approaches one who yet sits upright and questions him. This man is named Siaco, and he has been accused of gluttony because he, being a product of a city he lived in, hoarded gold with an insatiable appetite. Dante asks the man if he knows any others from Florence, and the man tells him they are damned into an even darker circle of hell. The man then goes back to his punishment, leaving Dante and Virgil to discuss Judgment Day. An interesting point of contrapposta is that Cerberus falls to the same sin as those who he is guarding. When Virgil throws a handful of dirt at the three-headed dog, the dog devours the dirt with a gluttonous appetite.
Judgment Day in medieval times was a highly talked about and a topic for many works of art, including Michelangelo's Last Judgment at the Sistine Chapel. In Canto VI, Virgil points out one of the main beliefs of Judgment Day, by which he says that once the souls hear the blast of the angelic trumpet, they shall once again return to their bodies. Another belief about Judgment Day, commonly believed at the time, as seen in this line from Texas University. In Inferno 6, we also learned with Dante's character that souls of the dead will be reunited with their bodies at the end of time. The suffering of the damned and the joy of the blessed will then increase because an individual is complete and therefore more perfect. End quote. The souls of the damned will go to hell, and the souls of the saved who are in purgatory until Judgment Day shall go to heaven. Once reunited with their bodies, souls of the damned will feel the pain of their suffering even in hell even more, while the joy of the blessed will increase.